Don Larson's perfect game in the World Series? That's Yogi Berra giving him the bear hug. 1956, no runs, no hits, no errors. How about rolling a 300 in the Professional Bowlers Association? How about a perfect passing rating in the NFL? Or, as Jordan Spieth did, leading the Masters tournament wire to wire? I think this rate's right up there. He led 392 of 400 laps, 588 of 600 miles, most all-time in any Cup race.
Mike, all those other guys, that's great, but this guy has set records. He set records that may never be broken. And look at that, 392 laps there. That's the most in the history of the Coke 600. Look down at the bottom, average speed 160.6 miles. That's the fastest in the history of the 600. Everything he did was a record. And to me, that puts that above a lot of other things.
He only lost the lead when pitting under the green flag. Someone else inherited the lead. And then once on a restart, he got passed briefly, but not all the way around to start finish. Just what an incredible performance.
He never threw any balls. He never had an incomplete pass. He had a perfect night all night long, from the beginning to the end, daylight to dark.
Well, not just the beginning of the race, the beginning of the weekend. I think sitting on the pole was so crucial to that performance because it gave them that #1 pit stall, and they had a little bit of a buffer on their pit stops, which we know, we've documented they've had some issues there. Not that night. Every time they came in first, they went out first, they were solid on pit road, and to me it was a complete weekend.
Yeah, if I say, so what did they do wrong? I never saw them do anything wrong. Not all night long.
Now we recognize that Jim Burton led all 300 laps at New Hampshire. Cale Yarborough led all 500 laps at Bristol. But shorter tracks and much shorter races. Neither of those went half the distance that Truex went Sunday night.
As well as green flag pit stops. When you're on a 1.5-mile racetrack like that, and you have that many green flag runs, it's not as if you come down pit road into that #1 pit stall and leaving that #1 pit stall under caution or even pit strategy. I mean, when you have to do it under green that many times, that is a real testament to the team's effort.
A great performance. Anyone else struck by the irony that the Sunny D car is the first car to take on fog-shrouded Pocono?
He's going to bring some sunshine to this program.
The sparks. Now, this is something that we talk about every weekend, and we'll certainly talk about a lot here. Again, first time they've been here with this tire, with this aero package. It's all about heights, getting the splitter height just right, especially a track that has some bumps like this track does. Is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will hit one of those big bumps right here in the middle of the tunnel turn. Track's done a great job smoothing it out over there, but it still does exist. And getting those side skirts, all those heights are extremely important to the grip of these cars to the corner.
Well, if it was a sunny day, I'm not sure we'd see all those sparks, but this thing is spraying them out pretty good.
You know, guys, with this practice being shortened just a little bit, the forecast for tomorrow looks great for the practice session, getting ready to race. I think it's going to be pretty important to get a fast lap in this practice. I think we're going to get this practice in. We have no idea what the weather's going to do this afternoon. Remember, if we get enough practice in, and NASCAR Series Director Richard Buck deems that the fact that that's enough practice, this practice could set the field to qualify to scratch.
We see a little smoke from Ryan Newman's car. He's going to coast in. That Kalahari on there. I drove past that on Interstate 80. It's a big... It's It's an African-themed resort with a big indoor water park. It's kind of like Great Wolf Lodge goes to Nairobi. The place from the highway looks really cool. I wish my kids were 9 and 10 again.
Yeah, they've got some extravagant resorts around here. This is what this area is known for.
Yeah, I checked into the honeymoon suite here one time. Didn't stay long. Too many mirrors and shag carpet for me and Stevie.
I did that once. We came up here to race SCCA, and Joey Mattioli, Doc and Rose's son, he says, I got a great trade out for you. And I won't name the hotel, but we walked into the suite, me and 4 crew guys. Here's the heart-shaped bed.
Yes, sir.
And here's the champagne glass-shaped jacuzzi. We all looked at each other. Oh, and the shag rug on the carpet and the walls. And, yeah, it was one of those weekends.
Wrong resort.
It was.
Oh, that's good to know. Race trim.
Thank you. Because we always wonder.
Yeah, we always wonder.
So that's good to know.
Pretty fast for race trim, because that might just be, what is the track record here?
That was Dale Jr.'s radio.
18, just, I believe, if I'm looking at my records here right, that could be a track